Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Archbishop Ryan Boys Basketball Network on a Friday night Catholic League action. Tonight, your Raiders host the Patriots from Archbishop Carroll High School in Radnor. This is Ted Westervelt bringing you tonight's play-by-play, along with my good friend, the coach, Mark Heimerdinger. Hey, Coach.
Good evening, Ted. How you doing?
Good evening, and it's okay to say Happy New Year?
It certainly is.
Listen, tonight's actually a big night for the Raiders because they have to get on a winning track. It was a disappointing opener at St. Joe Prep with the Raiders going down 57-52 in a real difficult loss. How do we bounce back?
Well, yeah. First of all, when you talk about losses, Ted, I think there's different type of losses. There's a loss where the better team just wins, and that and that as a coach is something you're not happy with, but you accept. Then there's a close game that you lose, and that's the ones that hurt the most. And then there's the games where you didn't play well, possibly had a lead, didn't take care of the ball, did various things to self-destruct, and they're the ones as a coach that upset you the most. So I think the St. Joe Prep game, with all due respect to St. Joe Prep, comes into that last category. So I was in the gym a couple practices. The mood seemed to be good. They seem to be well prepared for tonight, and I'm looking for them to bounce back after that.
For those of you who don't know, Ryan was up 30-19 at halftime and then up actually 7 going into the fourth quarter. But credit Prep, they hit some big threes. Were able to defend Thomas Sorber, cause some turnovers, and actually walked away for the second year in a row with a victory at home.
Yeah. And when you talk about that too, like we've discussed their December schedule against some very, very good teams nationally ranked. But once you get in the Catholic League, what starts to happen, Ted, is teams then have you scouted out and are preparing for your team's strengths and weaknesses individually. As opposed to when you're playing those teams in December, coaches are still trying to figure out the rotation, get what they want to do primarily down. But once you're in the Catholic League, teams are going to prepare for you differently depending upon what your strengths, their strengths, your weaknesses, and their weaknesses are.
Well, tonight Carroll comes in losing their opener to Newman Goretti. They come in a little banged up. One of their players is hurt. We'll get into some detail on that later. But they're a young squad, a squad in the entire program consists of freshmen and sophomore players.
Okay.
So tonight should be a really, first of all, this is the team that's looking to 25-26, actually. That's kind of what they're focused on. But some kids who played in the Catholic League last year and were able to score the basketball, some outside shooting. So it should be still a nice test for the Raiders, especially on the dawn of Monday night's matchup against Wood.
Yeah, and again, it's important for them to come out fast tonight and authoritative and try to get this Carroll team back on their heels. But from Carroll's perspective, too, if in fact the kids understand where they are now and what their goals are, and more importantly are willing to delay the gratification of winning immediately, that's how you can build a program if your freshmen and sophomores are going to stay with you.
Let's talk about some numbers real quick. Thomas Sorber has been showing why he is the elite in this area and why he's going to Georgetown, especially the last 2 nights. Last time we were together, he ends up throwing up a historic game, 41-19, and I think it was 9 blocks. An amazing performance in the last non-league game. And then in the opener against St. Joe Prep, Thomas was at 20-17 with 4 blocks. So he's really, really turned on. He's averaging 20 on the year and just under 12 rebounds and averaging almost 6 blocks per game. So
yeah, and I think the thing that's impressed me the most after seeing him now, and again, is the fact that I thought he had a 15, 16-foot range, but a couple games I saw him, he's been behind the arc and looks very, very comfortable. Great, nice shots, soft, good rotation. Honestly, he's going to have to do that next year in the Biggie, and when he's playing for Georgetown. But the one thing he's going to have to do, honestly, Ted, he's going to have to be able to get that shot off a little bit quicker than he is now, because teams are saying, you know what, go ahead and shoot it from there. We just don't want your butt on the block, so to speak.
Right. Thomas also, he's got a 61.5% from the field. So he's still getting a lot of stuff inside, still making a lot of stuff inside, still scoring through contact, all that kind of stuff, getting beat up. Downs has been beat up the last, especially against St. Joe's. They collapsed 3 on him. So he's been showing his value. And then you have Darren Williams, the left-hander going to Florida Gulf Coast. And I think we're going to be celebrating Darren's milestone tonight of reaching 1,000 points. Archbishop Ryan has 2,000-point scores on the floor tonight.
Wow!
Wow. It's just a testament to the squad and Darren. Darren was a little tough night against the Prep, but the ball's in his hands much of the time. He's probably the best on-ball defender, and he's averaging 20 after these first 10 games for the Raiders. So look for him to have a big night tonight.
Well, I think the other thing that Coach Zaglinski's got to find out is that who's going to be another player that can knock down some shots when people are zoning you.
Last few nights, Jaden Mary's answered that bell. He's coming off a double-double. He was one of the real bright spots against St. Joe Prep. Just working directly with Thomas, going to the net, coming out of the dunker spot, taking a timely jumper, and then doing the things that Mary normally does, is gets his hands in the lanes, and he goes on the floor for some rebounds, and he does all that. He had a really, really good night. One of the things that we're going to look at tonight is to see Matt Johnson, the guard. He got the start against St. Joe Prep. I believe he will be starting tonight as a sophomore guard. Talk about the importance of guard play.
Again, coaches have their favorite position or the ones that they think are most demanding. To me, it's always been the point guard spot. That, as I said in all the other games, that's an extension of you as a coach on the floor, and that's a difficult role for a sophomore to start to learn and develop. And I talked with Matt a little bit at practice, and he seems like he's up for the challenge. So he's only going to get the ability to do it by going out and doing it. So hopefully this experience tonight will add to him developing the ability to be a point guard as a sophomore.
A little bit about Carroll. Carroll opened up the season last year 2-0. They defeated Prep 66-61 last year and Wood 70-68. Talk about the volatility of the PCL. That shows it. Wheels kind of fell off for them. They ended up being 7-6, and they graduated to pretty good players. This is what, if you could think of a professional team going and doing a complete, not a retool, but a rebuild. It's a complete rebuild, and they have some very, very talented players. Players with Division I looks, athletic players, and some young players. A couple that we're going to be looking at are Ian Williams. He's a guard. Scored 12 against Newman McGrady. He's a sophomore. Luca Foster, he put up 14 in his last game against Newman McGrady. Nasir Rawls and Darrell Davis will be the guard. One of their players who's a 6'8", I believe, 6'5" forward, Munir Gregg, who's got offers on the table from Nova and some other people.
Wow.
He's in a boot, so he's off. So they're a little bit shorthanded tonight, but it still should be a pretty good. I think it's going to be a good test for their perimeter defense. I thought St. Joe Prep exploited some of that. I think it's going to be a good. I still think it's going to be a good test for Ryan, and should be a competitive game for that.
I know you mentioned earlier that they were young, but now with the actual roster in front of me, and I see grade, right, just all freshmen and sophomores. So, that's the type of thing where if this group can stay intact and grow and develop, this might not be their year, but the experience that they'll have this year and next year certainly should pay dividends down the road.
Very much so. And it looks like we're going to get ready to go to the prayer and the national anthem and a presentation. So we're going to stay live with you. And there's the announcement for Darren Williams joining Coach Joe Zaglinski, John Capella, and teammate Thomas Sorber. What a nice young man. $1,000 points. You ever have 2,000-point scores on a squad?
No, I never had 2,000-point scores on a squad.
So as we get ready for the prayer and the announcements, just want to make sure that we give Matt Beckman, who's our honorary captain from Athletes Helping Athletes tonight. You can see Matt in the foreground there. He's got the green hat and green hoodie on. Matt's a staple with Athletes Helping Athletes. He's been a captain for us on the soccer pitch, and he's a lot of fun, and he's a great fan of high school sports in the area. So congratulations, Matt, and welcome to Ryan tonight.
I'll touch on that after the prayer, Ted, about athletes in action. For Athletes Helping Athletes.
To represent our school with class, to respect our opponents, and to grow as disciples of your Son, Jesus. Keep us safe from injury and harm through the intercession of Our Lady, the mother of your Son, and our mother too. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. We ask that you please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah, Ted, just a quick word about the Athletes Helping Athletes. One of my former assistant coaches, Rick Leonetti, was instrumental in developing that program and is still very active in it. So it's a wonderful program that they have there.
Absolutely great program. I know they had a lunch with Santa with that AHA, and they had like a basketball game with the Special Olympics kids, and we get a chance to have the AHA kids usually 2 or 3 times a year on the sideline. So big shout out to Matt Beckman. Matt actually gave a halftime speech at our game, in our soccer game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's good to hear.
Starters for Carroll tonight are going to be Luca Foster. He's a 6'5" sophomore. Daryl Davis is a 5'10" freshman guard. Drew Carroll is a 6'8" sophomore. Nasir Rawls is a 6'1" sophomore. And Ian Williams, a 5'11" sophomore. See him shoot a lot tonight. Matt Johnson will get the start tonight for the Raiders. Rocco Marabito, number 3. Jaden Murray, fresh off his double-double. Man of the night, Darren Williams, 1,000-point scorer, number 2. And the big man, number 35, Thomas Sorber. Looking forward for the opportunity for the Raiders to get in the win column here in the PCL. Nice crowd here on a Friday night. Officials for tonight's game, Matt Stahl, Mike Candravi, and Dan Comis.
Dan Comis played at Wood. He had a great career there, and I believe he played at, I want to say, Chestnut Hill.
Did he?
Yeah, he played at Chestnut Hill.
I know he works at Westchester University. Works in Camas Recreation there.
Good player. His father was one of my early coaches on the staff at Doherty in the 80s, and had a brother, Art, that actually played at Doherty in the late 2000s. So Comas family well embedded into the game of basketball. And I've seen him officiate a couple times. Dan's a pretty good official too. So
getting ready to jump it up. Number 22, Drew Carroll, and Thomas Sorber. And Ryan will have the first offensive possession of the night. It's Johnson.
Okay, so Wood's opening up man. Now, what Ryan has done traditionally early in the game is they really worked low to get the ball into Sorber at the block. And we got
turnover number 1.
We run a lot of 4-out stuff and look to swing the ball and really get Thomas the ball low on the block area with a good
Davis
seal.
on the ball with Williams.
And Ryan's opening up man too.
Darrell Davis. This very young Carroll squad. It's number 1, Darrell Davis, first-year player. Good little head fake. Nice defense by Rocco. Correo. Dishes. No good. Put back. Two nothing. We're a minute in. Johnson to Murray. Murray Pounds looks to skip to Rocco, but can't. Plays catch with Johnson. They go down. Sorber faces. Backs him down, spins. Wow, off the weak side of block, but Thomas gets his own rebound and scores.
Nice job staying with it after the initial block by Carroll.
2-2. Carroll. Nicely done by Luca Foster. Coach Saginski calling the set. Johnson. Nice pass down low. Triple team Thomas Sorber and foul.
Yeah, Carroll's looking to front Sorber in the post, and then what they're doing is they're bringing help from the ball, from the weak side or help side of the floor if the lob is completed. So we'll continue to see how Carroll defends it and how Ryan executes against it.
Thomas Sorber to the line. Sorber, a 66% free throw shooter.
Yeah, I know we talked last year. He was at 64%, and we talked about the fact that we'd like to see him get closer to that 70% by the end of the year. So he's on an upward trend.
Thomas makes both and has all 4 points for the Raiders.
Yeah, Ryan's got a little full court pressure going here now. Looks like a little 1-2-1-1.
See if the young guard can break the pressure, and he does. That ball's going to go up quick. Air ball. Correo got position on Johnson.
Now, Carroll's going to have to decide what they want to do against this pressure. Is Ryan using the pressure to speed them up, or is Carroll going to break the pressure and then take some time off the clock running their sets? Be interesting to see how this plays out. First time they obviously look to shoot the ball.
He makes the first. And both. That's Drew Correo's 4th point. 6-4, 5:44 left early in this.
Nice backdoor cut. Ryan's back in their half-court man-to-man defense.
And Ian Williams, sophomore on the ball. Quick. Good drive and dish. Heavy. Murray with a nice rebound, looking to find Thomas. Body all over Thomas.
Yeah.
22, Drew Carroll all over Sorber.
Archbishop Carroll fouled on the play, number 22, Drew Carroll. That's his first, team second.
You know, in a night like this where it's a short bench, getting this Carroll team in foul trouble.
Yeah, that could be very beneficial.
Very beneficial. Good box out.
Right.
And that's Matt's second foul, looks like.
Coach is going to the bench on that one. That's a tough way to pick up your second foul. But again, talking about a sophomore, and his forte is not really to be even offensively rebounding the basketball. So we'll see how this plays out now.
Ryan Everett checking in the game for the Raiders.
Okay, Ryan's in his zone now.
Good hands by Everett. It's Luca Foster on the ball. Jump pass to Rawls. Nasir Rawls, 6'5" sophomore. Rawls again. Carroll in no rush. Ooh, finds some space in the lane. Does Williams, but can't get it to go. Murray. They're going to start it with Rocco. Thomas trying to get position. Rocco heavy. And Thomas boxed out.
Yeah, nice,
Carroll with the rebound.
Nice block out by number one from Carroll, absolutely.
I thought Rocco had an opportunity to get the ball down low and blocked by Darren Williams.
Got a piece of that one.
Yes, he did. Here comes Murray. Murray's going to be aggressive and take it himself, and that's blocked.
Basket. Wow.
That's a block by Foster. And Foster for three. And it's a 9-4 lead.
And it looks like Carroll is, if they get any type of transition, whether it's against pressure or off missed shots, it looks like they're going to push the ball, and if they can commit to the basket and get an open shot, they're going to take it, as opposed to bringing the ball out and trying to run some clock off. So 5-point lead early for them with 3:42. Ted.
One of the things that we were talking about before the game, and maybe manifesting itself tonight, is about being prepared for the PCL and how that works. You want to speak a little bit to that?
Yeah, and again, Carroll's looks like their game plan is such where they're going to, really stay in their man-to-man principles, front Sorber with their big guy covering him, and then bringing help from the weak side of the floor if the lob pass is completed. But they're certainly not going to let him just put his butt on the block and catch the ball unimpeded.
3:42, 9-4. Ryan with the ball. Brandon Williams checks in. So on the floor for the Raiders, Williams, Murray, Russell, Everett, Sorber. Ball goes low to Sorber, tries to seal. That's another turnover.
They're really pesky on defense, Ted. Nice save.
Oh. And a foul. Carrillo fell to the basket nice there.
Yes, he did. I'll tell you, the young kids from Carroll right now are not really showing any type of fear or intimidation by going on the road and playing against a very good basketball team.
He makes the first. 3 for 3 from the line in this first quarter.
So
Russell.
Bring the ball up.
Williams. Won't go down. Outlet.
Oh, nice play.
Dean Williams and Luca Foster.
And you know what? That pass was probably the only pass he could have made, even though he's behind the back. A lot of coaches may like that, but that was a great job on his part.
Williams with his right. Crosses over.
Nice
dishes.
Dish.
Blocked. And this Carroll team playing loose.
There you go.
A little careless. And Ryan not able to maintain possession. 13-4, 2:38 left. Surprise, not a surprise.
It's early. That's all I can say. It's early.
What I will tell you is everything that you've read about this team. They are exactly what you said. They're pesky and they're good,
Yep.
and young.
And they don't seem to have a lot of fear.
Nope. Drew Carroll. He's in double digits here in the first quarter.
Wow.
15-4. Here goes Everett. Everett takes a little bit runner. No. Thomas crashes. No. Correa with the rebound. Just under 2 minutes. Darrell Davis with the ball. Off the screen, drives, pulls up. Heavy back iron. Thomas with another rebound. Darren. A 16-footer, good.
Nice job coming off that screen and burying that 17, 18-footer. Ryan showed zone for a couple of possessions now. With the score being what it is, looks like they're back playing their man-to-man defense.
It'll be a timeout. Carroll's going to take a timeout.
Okay. That's a 30-second one, Ted.
As we said, last year, Carroll got off to a hot start, beating both Prep and Wood. Ryan defeated Carroll 62-44 on the 6th of January of 2023.
Interesting timeout up 9, so hopefully that doesn't come back, haunt them with needing a timeout later in the game. But minute 25 left to go in the first quarter.
Why would he call a timeout there?
In all honesty, I don't know. As I think I've said on other broadcasts, I valued my timeout more than my mortgage payments. So maybe that's why I'm living in the street now. But
that's not true.
No,
that is not
but,
true.
Again, with a 9-point lead, I would not be taking a timeout. But I'm not the coach of Carroll, so.
Matt Johnson, 2 early fouls. Ryan Everett coming in. Russell coming in for Marabito, so he got those 2, and then the starters, Williams, Sorber, and Murray.
Yeah, and see now what becomes even more difficult now for Johnson is depending upon how long he sits to come back and assume a leadership role from the point guard position. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Minute 15 left. Williams on Williams. I'm sorry. That is Davis and Williams matched up there. That's Davis with the ball. Davis good find in the corner to number 11. Nate Rusicki, who checked in.
Ryan's back in his zone right now.
.45 seconds left. Carroll in no hurry.
Just a guess here. Maybe coach took time out because he wanted to emphasize getting a last shot here. So,
but a chance to be up double digits after 1, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
30 seconds left. There's Williams matched up with Williams. Kick back out to Davis.
Very impressed with the composure these young kids are showing at Carroll, Teddy, to be honest with you. Now 14.7 seconds left. They might get that objective of getting the last shot, not giving Ryan a possession.
And the ball is in Ian Williams, sophomore's hands. Davis.
Ryan's
5
still in that
seconds,
zone.
4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. The ball's going to stay. Carroll basically taking the air out of the ball for the last minute and 15 seconds here, and have 0.4 seconds to get a shot up if they can, and they do, and no good.
Wow. Not an easy thing to do, take that much time off the clock, and again, especially when you're talking about kids that are freshmen and sophomores, A lot of composure by these young kids from Carroll at this point.
15-6. So if you're Joe Ziklinski and you're in the huddle here, what's I should rather ask what's Mark Heimerdinger saying in the huddle to that right now?
Well, some of the words might not be so pleasant, but I think we just got to make the kids understand that Carroll's come to play. Maybe they looked at them and thought that this was the game that they were playing before they were playing Wood. What's the term they use for that? Where you're
trap game.
Yeah, trap game. And certainly that mentality's got to change, because Carroll, besides winning, is really dictating tempo and really showing a lot of composure, as I said early on in the game. And Ryan's been trying to get the ball down low to Sorber, but Carroll's been doing a great job of fronting and helping from the weak side.
That's the question I would ask you, coaches, is how much of that is when somebody's double. Listen, it's not a secret. We want to go to the big guy, right? So it's not it. You have this when he gets that seal, that window is only open a very, very short amount of time.
Correct. Listen, it's not brain surgery, Ted, but you're right. The pass has got to be made in that window, and that if the double's that tough, he's got to be able to locate the open man and kick it out for an open shot.
Well, here's one of the reasons why he has time out. He holds the ball, and then he knows he's got the ball coming out of the quarter. So,
who am I to question?
Who am I to question?
Who am I?
Darrell Davis, freshman with the ball. Cross is over. Rawls. Back to Davis. Davis is going to go to his right. He drives, stops, pops with the touch.
These young kids can also have the ability to create a shot for themselves off the bounce.
Russell.
Oh.
Williams fires, no. Deep rebound picked up by Ian Williams from Carroll. Number 2, Ian Williams. To his right, got some space.
Does not use the screen. I think we got to reach, Ted.
Fouls on Jaden Murray. Mark Anthony Gallagher, number 11, checking in. Look to see Mark Gallagher shoot from corner 3. Gallagher fights through the screen. Davis still with the ball. Davis gets body position. Sorber comes out to block.
Nice job of leaning in on him.
A nice rip off the floor by Murray. Gallagher tries to entry to Thomas and does. Sorber hits Williams short. Mark Anthony Gallagher off the weak side. Can't get the layup to go. And here comes Ian Williams to Darrell Davis. Back to Williams. Williams. And a three-pointer, no good. But people standing around watching the ball, and a foul. Ryan got bailed out. Ryan a little flat-footed here. Coach, how do you describe the pace of this game right now, or the feel of this game? It feels clunky to me.
I don't see a good rhythm right now, as of right now, so.
Ian Williams for Carroll picks up his first foul. On the floor for the Raiders is Matt Johnson, Brandon Russell, Mark Gallagher, and there goes Darren Williams shooting deep. No. And Thomas Sorber. Darrell Davis. Very confident on the ball. Good hands by Darren Williams. Again, all freshmen and sophomores on the court for Carroll. Young team. Looks like we have a timeout on the floor with a wet spot. A damp spot on the floor.
Little housekeeping going on
Gotta
here.
do the housekeeping, coach.
Well, I'm trying to also get a feel for Carroll for what their fatigue level is. Right, not a lot of subs for Carroll tonight.
No, exactly. He's going to go 7 probably tonight because he has an injury. So do you run? I mean, is that something that you guys talk about in the first half?
What's that? Meaning what?
Make them run. Make them run. Make them run.
If I'm absolutely,
Yeah.
I want to play it up tempo a little bit, and try to wear them down going into the third and fourth quarter.
Which may explain why you saw with a minute 15 left in the first quarter.
That's another good point.
Every once in a while, coach.
That's why he's on the bench up there, and I'm sitting up here talking with you.
17-6, 5:32 left in this first half. Oh, he may have walked and did. Yes.
Little hop there. I tell you, early on, Ted, I'm really impressed with the freshman, number 1, Davis. He seems to have a good feel for the game. He's getting other people involved. He's making good decisions. He'll be a good player if he continues to develop. Oh, there was that window they didn't take advantage of.
Thomas and Carroll battling underneath.
It's on their big guy. It's his second, I think.
That is Drew Carrero's his second foul.
Yeah,
Williams will inbounds from underneath the basket.
Again, Ryan's got to get something off of their inbounds plays here. As I said, Coach Guinty runs great sets here. They got to be able to score up there because they're having problems scoring elsewhere.
Williams to Sorber. Moving the ball. Gallagher. Short. Just under 5 minutes left in this half.
Ooh.
Little hesitation move there by Rawls.
That was nice.
Sorber out on Rawls.
Yeah, see, they're going to try to switch
off
that.
Yeah, they did. A little late. And the 3, no good. They don't make him pay. Nice positional rebound by Gallagher. Johnson looking for Russell.
Oh,
he got bodied up under there.
Excellent job of passing the ball by Ryan, and nice hard work by Sorber to make the catch and finish.
Ryan like to get a stop here and cut into this lead. 4:18 left. Rawls. Good defense by Williams. Unlucky bounce for the Raiders, but a travel first.
So again, it's a situation as a coach where you look at the clock and you're down 9. If I'm thinking about my team and talking to them, I want to try to get this down to 4 or 5 by half. I'm not looking to try to get it tied up or get ahead. You got to take one possession at a time, and if you're going down 4 at halftime, you're pretty satisfied because let's be honest, Carroll's playing pretty well and you're not.
Thomas with a good seal. Thomas. Draws the foul. Luca Foster, his first foul. Thomas to the line for 2. Ryan only 2 points this quarter. So Mary's going to check back in. Nicely done by Sorber. Gallagher will check out. Looks like Samaj Stone will check in. He's going to come in for Russell. So you see he's doing some different combinations here?
Exactly what we talked about earlier. He's now got 9 guys involved in the game, and hopefully he can find 5 that he feels comfortable with giving a majority of minutes in the second half. So
let me just reset on the floor for the Raiders is Matt Johnson, Jaden Murray, Thomas Sorber, Darren Williams, and first-year player Samaj Stone. Thomas.
Okay, 1-2-1-1 pressure coming up here. Good, good. Oh.
Raider ball. And that's a turnover that they needed.
Yeah.
See how if they could put some pressure on this young squad, see what happens.
It's a good time to do it. We saw some games where Ryan was leading and coaches waited a little too long. Coach Zaglinski looks like he's going to go do it now.
Thomas Sorber.
Right, back to the man-to-man now. So
up the floor.
But it is a 5-point game, so.
Ian Williams with the ball, 3:35 left, 17-12. Ryan with a little bit more energy, almost a steal. Yes, a steal.
Good hedge.
Johnson rips.
Good hedge. Nice play by that.
We got Bobby's on the floor. I love this energy just got into this gym.
Yep. As he Darren there, instead of trying to make the pass from the floor up to Sorber, had two guys around him. Should have been a little better decision with that, but the hustle's still
there.
Ball, and they got the ball.
Yes, so. he earned the skin knee on the floor. I love it when they go to the floor like that. Shows passion. 17-12, 3:25. Matt Johnson's going to bring the ball up to the 1,000-point score. Darren Williams finds Murray cutting to the net. Murray turns and fires a fadeaway. No.
Wouldn't be real happy with that shot, to be honest.
No, that's degree of difficulty there. And he takes it to Samaj Stone, does Nasir Rawls. Carroll with an answer. Rawls. 8-point lead for Carroll. 3 minutes left in this first half. Williams is going to from three. Yes.
Nice screen, nice shot coming off that screen.
Darren looking to get hot, and he can. Luca Foster with the ball. Luca Foster for three. Luca Foster, good.
Murray contested the shot. I mean, it wasn't a wide open look. Sometimes you play good defense and the ball still goes in the basket.
23-15. 2:30. Sorber. Johnson.
Oh, yeah, he missed him that time too. Got him back on the other side though.
Sorber dumps to Murray.
Nice
Matt
cut.
Johnson in a good spot. He'll take the two. Just about at the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Let's see what Carroll does. Do they slow it down again and take the air out of the ball? No. Williams stops. Has he? Bad miss. Ryan needs to make Carroll pay. Sorber's going to hit it from three. Sorber! Tommy Sorber with the three.
Now they cut it to three now.
Big shot by the big guy. 1:35 left. Williams almost picked his pocket. He knew it too. Johnson and Rawls. Ryan Bent's excited. You can see their feet are a little more active here. Minute 15. Williams. Williams is good on the ball. He's a good player.
They are.
Correo. Back to Williams.
Oh, yeah, they're going to call it.
It's going to be unlucky. And that's going to be Matt Johnson's third foul. It is.
So they're guards, Davis and Williams. Davis is the freshman and Williams is the sophomore. It's a nice looking combination, Ted.
Seth Gay checking in. And Christian Dorham, the senior. Seth Gay, first-year player, number 25. Christian Dorham, number 4, the senior.
All right, so I think that's the 10th player now, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Rocco checks in, and Samaj had to come off. So let me set the table real quick for this last minute 7. Marabito just checks in. Christian Dorham, number 4. Thomas Sorber, number 35. Darren Williams on the ball there, number 2. And Seth Gay, number 25. We're at a minute. Seth Gay put in a tough spot.
Oh, wow.
Wow, good drive and dish. And number 11, Nate Rusicki hits a three. Carroll answers. Williams, no. Seth Gay, nice rebound. 44 seconds left. Seth Gay with the ball. Durham tries to get it to, can't find Sorber. You see some spacing issues there with the new players on the court.
Absolutely.
Williams with 30 seconds left. He's going to shoot from Pizza City.
Wow.
No. Sorber with a big rebound. Sorber! Thomas Sorber.
Big play by Thomas Sorber. We got timeout here.
11 points in the quarter. 15 overall. 22 seconds left in this first half, 26-22. So interestingly enough, Coach, Coach Zaglinski went deep into his into the arsenal tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew he was going to go 8, possibly 9. I didn't know we were going to go to 10. So I would anticipate that they're going to come out and use their full court press here, drop the first pass, take the inbounder away. Let's see how Carroll attacks that.
Russell just checked in for the Raiders. Let's see who comes off here.
Yeah, he's going right up to the ball.
Yeah, he is.
He might actually guard the official right now. Okay, so you got the 1-2-1-1. Darren's in the middle in the second tier or row, so to speak. That's the gambler position, because sometimes you have 2 people in that area, Ted, and he's got to decide which one he's going to guard after the initial trap. So wait a second now. So no, it's not. Okay, so they're going up. Whatchamacallit, Russell's on one of the wings here. Lamar Marabito. So
Durham is that's Durham at the.
Durham at the, yes.
Yep. 22.8 seconds. Inbound to Williams.
Didn't get there fast. See.
They break it. Rawls in the corner. 12 seconds. Ian Williams, Brandon Russell, 8, 7,
Kick.
6. Blocked by Thomas Sorber.
Bad decision.
2, 1. Oh no.
Eek.
With 0.3 seconds left.
Yeah.
That's a tough.
Well, from Carroll's perspective, that's one of the poor decisions they made, taking it to the basket. Sorber's coming over, had a guy open in the corner, and he decided to try to get it over Sorber. So, good thing here is they're going to get down. They'll be down 4 at halftime.
Oh wow, they got that off.
Whoops. Spoke too soon there. That was a nice cut.
And in a very interesting first half.
Yeah.
Archbishop Ryan finds themselves down 4, 26-22. Play the under tonight.
Yeah, well, listen, as I think people thought coming in, looked like Ryan was in much better shape than Carroll, injuries, young kids, et cetera, And again, you go into halftime, and honestly, I cannot imagine Archbishop Carroll playing any better basketball than they just played for the first half of this game. Ryan, on the other hand, Teddy, the way I see it is they're not consistent. They're scoring points in bunches, and then they're going through air times where they're not scoring the ball at all. So they got to look and come and be more consistent with their scoring possession after possession and not going through those droughts.
So at halftime, you try and get it together?
Yeah, you know, I might have a few choice words to say to the young men at this point, but basically I would try to reiterate the fact that, look, they're really playing well, and we just got to tighten our stuff up, and we're going to be okay. So, you know, you might be a little upset. Well, again, everybody coaches differently. I would probably be a little upset going in and then calming down a little bit and trying to highlight the things we're doing well and the things that we got to clean up. So, all that being said, Ryan's in good shape. If Carroll plays another half of basketball like that, this is going to go right down to the wire, Teddy.
Absolutely. So, leading scorer for Archbishop Ryan is Thomas Sorber with 15 points. Darren Williams with 1 3 and a bucket in the first quarter is 5. Matt Johnson with 2. And what we have for, interestingly enough, for Coach Francis Bowen, who's in his 6th year with Archbishop Carroll, the Patriots, Drew Correa, who had an unbelievable first 8 minutes with 8. Didn't have anything in the second quarter. They kind of shut him down. He was kind of quiet. Rawls with 3, Darrell Davis with a bucket, and Luca Foster and Nate Rusicki both with 3s. And that's where you get 26-22.
Well, you know, I'm looking at the game here, and you know, just from sitting up here, I thought Davis had more points than that. But
this is unofficial.
Well, still, you're a lot closer than I am. But the point is that I thought he had more. But again, I'm just very impressed with his composure and his leadership for being a freshman. And this game is right where Carroll wants it. Carroll does not want to get the game into the 70s and 80s.
No,
Ryan's got to figure out a way to try to make that happen in the second half.
26-22. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in. And if you can, I say it every broadcast, this second half is probably going to be really, really interesting. Make sure you reach out to your friends, alumni, send the link, share the link on your social media pages so we can get some more eyes on this game and on this team. So after tonight, a big test, we got to get through tonight. But Wood comes in. So what's turning out to be a stretch of three very difficult games for the Raiders.
You just read my mind because I obviously, you're right. The most important thing is the task at hand. But as far as we go and as far as the fans go, the game here Monday night should be a packed house. Two very, very good basketball teams. I believe Wood has Roman tonight playing somewhere, so I'm sure that'll be a battle. And then you're going to have them come into Academy Road here and play our Raiders on Monday night. 7 o'clock start for that game too, Ted?
It is a 7 o'clock tip. Yep, we'll be on at 6:50 again.
Okay.
The docket for tonight for the Catholic League is Egan's playing O'Hara at O'Hara. Wood, as we said, is at Rome, and that is the game of the week.
The kid Matt Johnson, number 1.
Philadelphia, Holy Family College, excuse me. West is at Bonaparte. Judge is at Lansdale. Prep is at LaSalle, and the great Bob Long probably doing that game out at LaSalle. And obviously tonight's Ryan Carroll matchup. And as we said, anybody texting updates across the Catholic League on tonight's game. Coach Heimerdinger, of course, making friends as he is wont to do. So, Coach.
Yes, sir.
New Year's resolutions for you, Coach. Are you a New Year's resolution person? Have you changed New Year's resolutions now that you're not a coach anymore and you have some more time?
Do you plan these things out before you come here to ask me off the cuff?
I wrote it down.
I don't have any plan.
New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolutions.
Wait till you see the next one I got.
Oh, no. Then I better take my time trying to figure this one out. Not really. I mean, maybe just actually something I'm just trying to improve on now that I'm retired, honestly, Ted, is just slowing down with my everyday things that I do, because back in the day, you're so preoccupied with what it is that you're going to do after the moment you're in. And when you're retired, you kind of learn that, you've got the whole day to get these things done. You're not locked into a time gap. So I'm still trying to work on just slowing down a little bit in everyday activity.
So the answer is no. Is that what you were trying to tell me? The answer is no resolutions.
No resolutions.
Well, let me ask you this question.
It could be a resolution. I just don't know if I'm going to accomplish it.
Are you a gym guy, workout guy?
Actually, that's one thing, yes, that I've done over the last year and a half. I can't even call it a workout. I can call it going on the treadmill.
Your treadmill.
Listening to some good music and getting a steam in. But what I actually need...
A steam. What spa you going to?
Steam, actually. The Cruisetown Racquetball Club.
There you go.
Try to do that. But if there is a resolution, I need to become more, I guess, diverse in my workout. Maybe get in the pool, swim a little bit, and do some other things other than just walk on the treadmill.
I would submit that you would be a possible candidate for pickleball.
Yeah, you're talking to my wife. Absolutely, my problem with pickleball.
You have a problem with pickleball.
My problem
Okay.
is making a commitment to being places at a certain time. That's why this is the
What
first.
is on your retired schedule that you can't schedule? You can't work in pickleball.
You're 100% correct.
What is going on? I need to get you a planner. I need to help you out. You can't be missing pickleball.
Well, that was my big concern with coming here and making a commitment to coming to Ryan basketball games. Because, again, in all the years, I was always had to be somewhere at some point in time, and I have reacted on the opposite end of that spectrum now that I'm retired.
Do they have pickleball at the cruise?
They do
I bet.
They do.
You sign your name up. They give you the. I would submit. Now we don't know each other that well. I don't. But I would submit that you're a very competitive person.
Kind of. Yes.
So,
Yes.
Are you a good pickleball player?
I've never played pickleball.
You've never played. All right, check that off. Check that out. So the other question, here's my other question I have for you. When we had talked, I was surprised actually. Your comment when you said that you kind of don't follow the pro game much.
No.
I mean, obviously there's not a lot of time, but you kind of.
No.
Have you started to do that yet? Because I wanted to ask you about Nick Nurse.
No, actually, you did good. I don't have to answer this question because when I'll pick up specifically NBA basketball, will be closer to the playoff time. One thing I will say about the NBA is simply this: is that to expect these guys to come out and play 82 games with the same energy and fortitude is difficult. That we don't see the type of play where you're diving on the floor for balls, taking charges, doing the dirty work till the playoffs. That's how I appreciate basketball. And let's be honest, they're never going to shorten the 82-game season because of revenues and money.
Well, they added the tournament.
Yeah, and I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. That's how much I don't follow it. But my point is that maybe closer to the playoffs that I'll start watching a little bit. But as of now, don't know. I do know this real quick. From some conversations I had with people that talked to Kyle Lowry frequently, he was a big Nick Nurse fan when he was in Toronto. So if Kyle's on board with Nick Nurse, that's
the reason I really wanted to ask you was because it seemed like such a drastic change from Doc Rivers, and I think you see the difference in the star player, and that's why I was just curious. He just seems like he has a little bit of a better feel for that for. This group and that
I was
player.
never a Doc Rivers fan, to be honest with you. I don't want to badmouth what's going to end up being a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah,
but
he will.
Some pretty good players. But, I was never a fan of the way the offensive sets were ran, some of his strategy. Coming out of a timeout in the NBA, when you watch really good coaches and you haven't scored the ball, you come out of a sideline play, and there's a set play that you're diagramming out of the sideline. I've never seen the Sixers do that under Doc Rivers. So that means Sixers do that. So that's one of the things that I didn't like.
You do look at some of it.
Oh, well, that was because I was watching the playoffs.
Listen, thank you for. I love it when you're here. This is great. I'm going to have these questions for you. I sit all day at my desk. I don't do any work. I'm like, what am I going to ask Coach Mark?
Oh God.
And the first thing that came up was resolutions in pickleball.
You poor boy.
No and no.
You poor man.
We're having some fun here.
Maybe you need a life now. Maybe I should.
I'm working.
What are your resolutions now that I think about it?
My resolutions? I can't mention them.
Okay.
I can't mention them over the. Mr. Sanginetti would not be happy.
Very good. Well,
have you met Mr. Sanginetti yet, Joe?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times. I don't know that he would remember me, but again, his older brother was in my graduating class.
Dom, page 72. Yes. Hello, Dom. I know you're probably listening, and Happy New Year. We're back on the floor here. 26-22. Carroll with the ball. I think the first 3 minutes here are real important.
Yes, they are.
I didn't want to do the broadcaster state the obvious, but I don't think Ryan wants to be chasing this game.
No.
For a lot of reasons, but I don't think they may not be able to with the quality of guard play that Carroll's given them. So.
Nice set coming out.
Darren Williams.
Nice set. See, and that's what I'm talking about.
Great job.
One of the things that they did coming in out of halftime was they had a set play coming in and out of their half-court offense.
And ball will stay with Carroll.
And that was important now. Little momentum lifter. You got Darren loose for an open three, knocks it down. Little confidence booster for them.
Darren's second three on the night. He's got 8. On the floor for the Raiders as we started. Johnson, Marabito, Sorber, Williams, Murray. There's Davis off to Nasir Rawls. Rawls pounds. And the kick, it's Carroll. Back iron. Tip from Thomas to Matt. Matt's going to bring the ball up the floor. Right to the big guy. Williams off the screen to the left. Williams goes to the hoop.
Nice job.
Darren Williams. And just like that, Archbishop Ryan, 2 very good possessions out of the break.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Carroll blocked. That's Thomas's 3rd. Draws the oohs and ahs. Thomas block again. Gave away the outlet pass, but 2 blocks by Sorber. Wow. Davis misses the layup. Got to the hole nice there.
Absolutely.
Murray with the rebound. He's going to run the ball up the floor a little bit. Thomas creating some space for him. Jaden Murray.
How about Carroll?
29-26, and I don't think if you ask Coach Zaglinski, what do you want to have with the first 3 possessions on the ball, he's like, I'll take this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They came out at the halftime looking a little bit different, executing some of the sets they run, finishing around the basket and making nice plays defensively.
Ryan with the lead, and we're just 45 seconds here into this. I'm sorry, minute 45 into this second half. Just wanted to give a shout out to Brett Werner. Brett is on our roster here for varsity squad and was named the team MVP of the football. He's an unbelievable wide receiver, great set of hands, great athlete from an athletic family, the Werner family out of Our Lady of Calvary.
Congratulations to him.
Congratulations to Brett. And we come out of the timeout. No changes for the Raiders.
Yeah, put the ball down already. One,
and they are. 2.
Well, should have been a 3 already.
They're going to get a 5 now. They just get it in time. Heady play by Darrell Davis.
It was, because he knew he was getting trapped there, and before the trap was formed, he cleverly threw it off Ryan's foot, so they'll retain possession. Nice hedge there by Sorber.
Williams kicks, a fire by Davis, and good. Darrell Davis with a 3. Game is tied. Matt Johnson, Jaden Murray. They tried that back cut. They looked at it.
Yeah.
Thomas falls to the hoop. 4 players around him, and Thomas scores.
Nice move.
His 17th point. Ryan with the lead. Davis. Nah, short-armed it. Here comes Matt. Williams fires. No. Correa with the rebound. To Rawls. Nasir Rawls. Darrell Davis. Ian Williams, good hands by Matt Johnson. Oh, they call the foul. A little bit.
I don't know. It looked like it was on the ball to me. But.
That's Darren Williams' first foul.
Carroll's going to take a timeout.
Got to take a timeout. 4:44 left here in this third quarter, 31-29. Archbishop Ryan with the lead. So do you dance? You like music? What do you do? Because if you do.
Is there alcohol involved?
It's a bring your own. It's the 2024 Winter Social, scheduled for Saturday, March 2nd, 2004 for 7 o'clock. Tickets and information will be available shortly, but please, if you can, put that in your calendar. It's usually a really, really good night. The Exceptions. You heard of The Exceptions.
Absolutely.
Right? The Exceptions will be playing along with DJ Bobby Sacco. It's one of those nights where I try to make sure we let everybody know that's a great night to get your whole crew together. It's a great night to make some phone calls and let's go see somebody because you're always promising we got to get together.
Get together.
Get together at the 2024 Winter Social.
And where's that at?
Here.
That's actually here. All right.
Here in the South Gym. So and they have all kinds of baskets and it doubles as a fundraiser for the school and the proceeds go to all the different things that the school needs. So we'll be mentioning it
It's
more
good
and
to know.
more.
Yeah, we'll have to keep up on that.
Check in with, if you're a Facebook person, Archbishop Ryan High School's Facebook page does a great job updating their social media on a daily basis. And we're back with some action here. 4:44 left, 31-29, Archbishop Ryan. Looking to snatch control of this game, Coach. Need a stop. Ooh, Matt Johnson deflects out of bounds. See, I would see you dancing someplace, like at a club, driving over to Jersey in 74 somewhere, right?
Yeah. A little later, right in the middle of that disco here. Right?
Yeah, there you go. Thomas Sorber alters that shot.
Bad decision there. And they're out and running.
Rocco, Murray. No rush, get a nice, good, clean look at the hoop here. Murray was open for a minute there.
Nice.
Good kick to Rocco for three.
Rocco
Marabito.
You see Rocco knock that shot down.
His first points of the night, and just like that, we're up 5. 3:45 left here in this third quarter. Ian Williams, nice just to Carroll. And Murray, good hard foul.
Absolutely. Contest that shot, make him earn the 2 points.
And one of the things that they've gotten better at is seemingly staying out of foul trouble. Some of the games that we saw in the beginning of the year and some of the games at some of these tournaments, lots of foul trouble.
Okay.
So when Murray can play physical like that, make him earn it.
Absolutely.
He makes the first. Russell checks in, and Nate Rusike checks in. 34-30. I believe that's his 12th point, Correa. Russell. Jaden Murray. I like Murray being aggressive there, just lost the ball.
Yeah, a little careless with it.
Carroll with a chance to tie with a 3 here. Ian Williams. Good hands. Oh, and Darren Williams told him about it too.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Oh, wow. Foster goes to the hoop. Foul before?
Yeah, he called in the act. Yeah, he called in the act. You know, as a coach, especially when you got a rim protector like Sorber around, that's one of the things that aggravates you the most is when the guy beats you and you end up fouling the kid and putting him at the foul line. One of the things that used to upset me a little bit.
3:05 left in this third quarter. Samaj Stone, first-year player, checks in.
Right. Had his best game against Penn Charter.
Yep. He did some nice things down at the Gonzaga tournament as well.
All right.
Stone. Rocco. Fresh off the 3, good cut. Nicely executed by the Raiders.
Excellent pass. Love backdoor cut. Yep.
Oh, opportunity. Wow. Tries to draw the foul, doesn't. Darrell Davis with the rebound. When you get a chance, I want you to break down a little bit on this number 1, Darrell Davis, what your thoughts are on him. Next stoppage.
Absolutely.
Good hands. Russell. Marabito. Russell, a little head.
Nice.
Rocco. Rocco hesitates but fires no.
Yeah, had the ability to maybe give that pass up.
When Rocco didn't get that's not a shooter's pass at that point when it's below your knees.
No.
The extra pass is.
You also had Darren open on that
Darren
one wing too, so you like to see that extra pass happen.
it's one of those things that he just comes off. He feels like he feels good about it.
Right. So next time he does it here, yeah.
We're at the 2-minute and 6-second mark. Here comes Ryan Everett checking in for Rocco. Like to see Everett get hot. He's been doing some good things on the defensive end, getting his hands involved. He's a good defender.
Yeah. Even knocked down some shots, too,
yeah.
Ted. I think the free throw shooting today on both teams.
Both teams.
I don't have any numbers in front of me, but he's been pretty impressive. So he's got to take that shot from there when he gets in the lane like that. That's a
tough
foul.
call. Good foul. That was a foul.
Absolutely.
He didn't bite that. He didn't bite that little head fake, that shoulder shake that Williams. That Williams does so well. Starting to get a little testy down there too.
It's been known to happen in the Catholic League.
A little bit. 36-35. Ryan with the lead. Just under 2 minutes. Sorber takes a look now. Russell, he's going to shoot. It's going to be short. Thomas with the floorboard. Williams, no. They're going to get Thomas there. It's going to be his second. I have Thomas with 17 and 3 blocks tonight. But now we're going to the line.
There we go.
And from what you just said, that's not a good thing.
I think keep shooting fouls at the
But
clip.
honestly, I don't have a missed free throw for Carroll tonight. Actually, I think I don't have any for Ryan either.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Broadcaster, there you go. Just the way we want it.
But Davis, for a freshman again, you wanted to comment. I really like his game and his demeanor, and I think he's going to be a hell of a player if he keeps working. And listen, he's going to obviously have to get physically a little bigger, a little stronger, because he weighs about $103.
Minute and a half left. Ryan up one and the ball. Ryan Everett on the ball. Just gets rid of it in time. Almost has a 3 there. Russell skipped to Samaj. Samaj's not afraid to fire. Nope. Thomas was boxed out. Good defense by the Raiders. And the ball scramble. They're going to call jump ball. A good break for the Raiders there.
Yeah, I thought Williams had a dish on that rather than shooting it. There was a player cutting right on the right block there. Might have been able just to push that ball to him for the open shot.
Samaj and Russell will sit down. And Jamal, Murray, and Rocco Marabito check back in. See what Joe runs this last minute here.
There you go.
He's going to have Rocco on the ball. Williams goes left hard, goes left, and draws the foul.
Absolutely. Great job attacking that gap here by Darren.
Foul on Luca Foster. Williams will go to the line to shoot 2. Speaking of Wally Pipp, Consalvo's not on the announcing tonight. That's Mags on the announcing. We're kicking it old school here.
I saw him in practice the other day.
Who, Phil or Max?
Phil. And I assumed he'd be here tonight because he wasn't here last night. Maybe he's still locked in the bin down there. No one's let him out, but I thought he'd be here tonight.
So we'll give it a little shout out to the great Phil Consalvo.
Yeah.
As Darren Williams.
Again, I don't know, did we acknowledge him when we talked about Ott and Nicky Brissetta being honored by the Markwood? Did we mention him the other night, too?
You did not do that, actually.
Well, it's because he wasn't here.
Yes, because he wasn't here. Just under a minute left. Ryan up 2. No lane violation?
I think if it doesn't go in, it's got to be called. There's the trap again. There's the trap.
Good job by Archbishop Ryan, and Carroll gets a timeout. What did Carroll's coach kind of doing some instruction there? What didn't he like? Did you see that?
I was watching the trap. Maybe I'm guessing he was trying to get his players in position to be available for a pass out of the trap because their floor bounce wasn't real good.
Just under a minute, 52 seconds left, and Looks
Now,
like
is that Carroll's third timeout now, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. And they have the arrow in their favor.
Okay.
Ryan would like to get out of here with a lead, obviously, and then go and put the pressure on the younger players. And
see, Ryan's still going to come out. Ryan's going to stay in the pressure. Looks like it.
Russell, Marabito, Everett, Williams.
And Sorber,
So
yeah.
have Williams and Sorber been off the floor yet? I don't think so.
No, absolutely not. I don't think Darren's been off the floor either. Okay. All right, let's see how Carroll tries to break this pressure here now. Okay.
And it looks like they do.
Yeah, nice job.
Rawls.
They-
Good block by
They were well
Rocco.
prepared for it.
Sorber. Williams gathers in the outlet.
Yeah, get
Everett.
it out of there. All right.
35 seconds left. Nice play by Everett, smart, and by Williams. Ryan taking a little bit more, care of the ball a little bit more than they did the other night against Prep. Here comes Everett off a screen. 18 seconds left. They get down to Sorber. Sorber shakes, shoots, scores.
Nice move by Sorber.
Sorber with 19. Rawls wide open. 8 seconds left. Slow getting back. Drew Carroll makes him pay with a 3. And that'll do it.
Well, there you go. 40-38.
40-38.
What do you got for scoring over there? Just quickly. Ryan scoring.
We got Sorber. Thomas Sorber I have him at 19 unofficial. I have Darren 5, 8, 10, 12. I have him at 14. And you have Matt Johnson, Murray with a bucket. Rocco hit a 3. So Russell hasn't been on the board. Johnson hasn't been on the board.
Which again goes back to my point.
Johnson's does have a bucket. Excuse me.
They got to find a third scorer that's going to get them 8, 10, 11 points a game. It just can't purely rest on Darren and Thomas's shoulders.
And I think that and I think they know that.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think that's a secret. And I guess I would ask you the question is, that's such a difficult thing for a coach to do, because once you start moving and then.
Yeah, but again, it goes back to what we said earlier. You're going to get consistency from your seniors. Don't want to put it squarely on Rocco's shoulders, but he's got to be a little bit more productive offensively. He does a lot of good things defensively and within your team concept, but needs to get some more points on the board. And then with the other 3 or 4 guys, as you shuffle them in and out, you figure out who's getting the majority of your minutes that game. Coach Zaglinski knows that. It's not brain surgery. It's not a great secret. So they're just going to have to keep working at it. Still a lot of season left.
A lot of season left,
Okay.
yeah. We'll talk about that too.
Sure.
Darryl Davis, Williams, Foster on the ball now. Good defense by Everett, and nice handle by Davis.
Not an easy guy to guard.
No. Sorber with the rebound. Here comes Brandon Russell, the junior. Darryl trying to get some position.
He wanted that ball there.
He didn't get it early enough. Rocco, good
nice
find,
job.
Rocco. Oh, and that foul's gonna be on Davis. But that was the any delay in that pass from Rocco.
Yeah, it doesn't get there.
Doesn't get there.
Nope.
So nicely done by Rocco Marabito.
Excellent execution. Great bounce pass entry into the big guy.
It's Davis' second foul. And Sorber to the line. Again, he's averaging 20 on the year, so this could put him right at his average.
Beautiful. I tell you, I'm looking at the Carroll kids. I know there's 7 minutes left, but I don't see a lot of fatigue on any of these kids.
Feeds him gunpowder at halftime. And Tommy makes both.
Excellent. Here they are,
42-38.
back to the 1-2-1-1. Yeah. When you have that trap, it's the guy at the point's responsibility not to allow the ball handler to split, and it's the guy on the wing's responsibility to make sure he doesn't get up the sideline. So a little bit of a gap there, and Davis was able to draw the foul.
Just about a minute into this fourth quarter, Ryan holding 4. This looks like a fourth quarter rotation possibly for Coach.
There we go. Yep.
Sorber with the rebound, cleans it up. Here comes Williams up the floor with his left. Off the screen, he pops. Thomas cleans it up. Thomas puts it back.
Nice job.
Thomas 4 points in this quarter. I think he's got unofficial 23 on the night. Good fight through the screen by Williams there.
Yes, it was. Okay.
Thomas pops out and traps again. Falling passes blocked by Sorber.
He's got a wide open Williams.
Here comes Williams out in the open. Ooh.
All right.
Nice attack to the hoop. And Thomas Sorber making a difference.
Yes, he is.
I have him unofficially at 5 blocks.
That's 3 on Davis. Yeah. It's a good foul there. You have to contest that shot because it's 6 points and it could start to get away from Carroll at this point.
Right, make him earn it. Keep the momentum to a minimum. Williams. I have him at 15 unofficial, Coach.
Okay. Rebounding nicely tonight.
And misses. Darryl Davis with 3 fouls in the ball.
It's an important possession for Carroll, Ted.
Yep. Thomas Sorber showing his athletic ability.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way to fill. He's a 6'9" kid going low in a bounce pass. Great anticipation by Thomas to anticipate that play.
And good, yeah, he's got quick feet also.
Yes, he does. And they've gotten better and better each year.
Well, got to pass away from where the player's denying. Yeah, that. Oh,
wow. That's a good finish by Nasir Rawls over Rocco Marabito.
I think Rocco was trying to do the right thing and foul him, but I think he's trying to plead his case.
Ever comes out and Matt Johnson. For the old-fashioned 3 to cut the lead to 4 at 5:41 left. 45-41.
That was a big possession for Carroll.
Yes, it was. Darren gets good position, hesitates. Russell. Matt Johnson. The kick to Rocco. Rocco, confident, long. Matt Johnson, great hustle play by the sophomore. Russell passes up the 3, and there is a timeout. Joe gets a timeout to get everybody together.
Russell doesn't really look confident when he is open to pull the trigger on some of those shots.
Didn't look like he looked.
No.
5:14 left. Hey, listen, real quick, I want to make sure I get this announcement, and if for all of you who are out there, Ryan alumni, just if you want to know what's going on, or you want some information about how to donate to school or different ways, I need you to go check out the Friends of Ryan alumni.org page, www.friendsofryanalumni.org. That's where I got the information about the exceptions and the winter social. They also have some information about some of the other events that are coming up, and if you're looking to plan your summer schedule, they have the information about the, I believe, the summer social, which they're having on July 27th. So for a lot of you who plan your vacation weeks around Ryan Socials and Ryan Events, you want to make sure you check out www.friendsofryanalumni.org. Class of 69 is the 55th year reunion. They're having that on Sunday, April 7th, 2024.
It's nice to know there's some alumni in the school a little bit older than me, Ted.
That cold is getting you, huh?
I told you.
Listen, you're playing hurt tonight, Coach.
I'm
That's what people don't understand, that you're playing hurt tonight.
Doing my best.
Attaboy. Ryan comes out of timeout. Up 4 points. Russell trying to find Williams. Good, well defended was Williams. He may step back and take one here. Oh, good shake. Ryan patient.
Oh.
That's not a kick.
I don't think it was.
Oh, Tommy with another block. That's another one.
There you go.
That's 7 for Thomas Sorber. And the one thing we talked about the other night at St. Joe's, the ball stays in play.
That's exactly correct. That's exactly correct. You know, the big swat that goes out of bounds and fires fans up. You know what? The team still gets the ball back.
You get the ball back.
You know,
it's like a long foul ball.
That's exactly
still
right.
Strike. Thomas sets a screen for Darren. They're going to get him. But he wasn't all the way set. That's a tough one.
Nope.
Now that's Thomas's third.
All right.
And Carroll has a chance to cut into this lead here.
Yeah, they won't go away.
I have a question. I'm going to ask you a question about being the hunted versus the hunters versus the hunted here.
Absolutely.
Carroll, elbow, no good. Russell with position, able to keep the ball alive, and Ryan with the ball, and here he comes up the court. Sorber turns.
Where the double's coming from.
It's more of a triple, Coach, and they were able to get the turnover.
They got 22 ahead. Oh.
Carroll couldn't get. We have a Murray coming in. I want the difference between being a team that's a hunter and expected versus the team that's punching up. Sometimes it's easier to be on that team that's punching up.
Absolutely. Listen, you see it in any sports, football, basketball. The team that is, the longer you leave the underdog in, the more difficult it becomes for the team that on paper is a little better. But Ryan's doing a great job of fighting it off now.
Absolutely. They erased the halftime deficit. Up 4 with the ball. Marabito in the corner for 3. Gets his feet set. Good.
There you go. Great vision by Sorber, recognizing the double team and skipping it to the open man for the 3.
That's a big hit by Marabito.
Absolutely.
Good pressure, and here we go. Here comes Williams. Williams going to pull up. Williams. Back iron, no.
Yeah, hit that one.
Hit the top. That's one of those, listen, guy's got 1,000 points. He wants to pull up and take that 3 there.
Understood.
Pull up and take that 3 there.
Understood.
It's one of the, it's a little bit of a second guess, but shoot, and he's got to. 48-41. Correa with the ball. He's going to let one go from the top of the key. Didn't call it, and it's off.
Yeah. He might be a little worn down at this point, battling Sorber the whole game.
Have a turnover.
Careless turnover again, no reason.
Darren with great defense, and the ball's going to go to Archbishop Ryan. Coach Francis Bowe, call it down there. You got to call it here.
Yeah, doing a nice job with his young underman.
Rocco with a tough spot there. Pressure. He breaks the pressure with Matt. Matt's going to take the little runner. Won't go down. Thomas can't get it to go down. You can see Matt just hesitated a little bit.
Well, see there, you know, again, they're a more experienced guard might bring the ball out and take some time off the clock now.
Coach Thomas got a piece of that. We're a minute 43. Joe's going to get a timeout up 7.
Did they get the timeout? Okay. But, as I said there, there you look at the clean up. It was minute 42, up 7. Taking the runner, I wouldn't be real happy with right now. I'd want the ball brought out and run a good set there, being up 7 at that point.
Not that I would disagree with you, Coach. What I would say was that if the player's feeling pretty good and he's a confident player, that lane is there. I mean,
it's different.
And that's what I thought. He looked like he thought, well, I can get this. I better not. No, I better take it because it's too late.
See, and actually on top of that, which magnifies my point, which again, I'm not a fan of runners.
No.
I don't like runners. So you combine the fact that the old guy don't like the runner, and that you're up 7 with a minute 42. I was better off with Darren's 3-point shot than I was with that shot. So, as I said.
Now, no one's taking a set shot here tonight. You're aware of that, right? Just saying.
I don't know why they don't jump the ball at the end of every quarter anymore.
Listen, I told you. You were the guy at Lackman. They had the ladder for the peach basket. 48-41, minute 42 left. Having some fun here with Coach Mark Heimerdinger.
Absolutely.
This is Ted Westervelt.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Ryan trying to close this game out, and that's not the way to do it.
That's a poor decision.
Minute 36. Hold on. Walls. Davis just had a nice night. Williams. Ian Williams. Good defense by Rocco.
Absolutely.
Rocco, that's a real good contest.
He's right there.
And a foul.
Okay, you're gonna see some full court pressure here.
We've kind of been having some fun, but Archbishop Ryan's been somehow managing the end of this game here.
Yeah.
Get through this possession, and we're in good. Speaks too early.
There we go.
Good pressure by. Murray's got to get it over. Oh, and Williams took a foul.
He bailed him out there because, see, that's a difficult thing. What you got to do, you teach your player there to take an angle and cut the sideline off and force the ball handler back into the middle, where hopefully you got someone trailing that can get a piece of the ball and or complete the trap. So, bad angle.
They do foul Sorber with a minute 11, up 7.
See, now I was more of a coach too. That at this point in time, with the guards that I had, we'd be spreading the floor on you.
Right.
And now it's a matter of going to the foul line, hitting free throws, taking care of the game. But again, it depends upon your personnel. That was my personnel. That was our philosophy at Doherty. We're going to spread you out at this point, and we're going to either get layups or make free throws.
Thomas misses first. 48-41, 1 minute, 11 seconds left. Thank you so much for tuning in. Reminder, we'll be here at 6:50 for a 7 o'clock tip on Monday night against Archbishop Wood.
Looking forward to that game, Ted.
You and everybody else. Sorber makes the second. An 8-point lead for...
There's some bad matchups here.
Is that the first time Tom's been out up top of that zone?
I'm trying to. I didn't get a chance to see it enough to figure out what they were doing there.
Murray came over for the block and got the foul.
I thought they were initially playing man, and they just got caught with some bad matchups because Thomas was out on the kid Williams, but I guess they were in the zone, and I didn't pick it up fast enough.
Matt Johnson's going to sit here, and they're going to get him Russell for probably defensive purposes, right? Some size. Dribble handoff. Correa was open for a minute there. Foster to the hoop. Foster slams. Luca Foster with authority. And it's a 6-point game. Williams, 28 seconds, 27. And Rocco's foul.
Nice job spreading the floor. Pass the ball to the open man, go to the free throw line, shoot free throws, go home.
Nice job by the Raiders.
Get it.
don't want to speak too soon here. Rocket needs to make it a little easier for us.
Absolutely. There you go.
Rocket with 7 on the night, 2 threes. And puts Ryan up 8, 51-43, 20 seconds. Davis, ooh, Davis makes it.
I tell you, he's just fearless.
12 seconds. Sorber, they foul Sorber.
Yeah. Well, Ted, I'll tell you, I thought everybody was thinking that this game was going to be a lot easier for Ryan tonight. But again, it's a combination of Carroll's resourcefulness, their competitiveness, their execution, and Ryan didn't play badly. They just didn't play as well as I think what they're going to have to play as the season goes on. One thing we can say is the free throw shooting has been outstanding.
Really, and that's, guess what? That's a good sign.
Yep.
52-46. Thank you so much for tuning in. 53-46. 8 seconds. Russell again. And that should just about do it.
That sure should.
And a nice early season PCL win for Archbishop Ryan. 53-46 over the young Archbishop Carroll Patriots.
Well, and again, they've got to understand that playing in the Catholic League now is going to be a whole different animal, and and playing tonight and getting that victory is important, and 2-day rest on to playing Archbishop Wood.
Looks like is Darren. I think Darren came and got. You see Darren in the foreground there in the camera. It's a great kid, and congratulations to Darren Williams on his 1,000th point. Yeah. Now, tomorrow, recovery day.
Yeah, absolutely. Very light, shoot around, maybe look at some film. And I'll tell you, you know what, Teddy, back in the day, and we kind of got away from it somewhere in the 90s, I think. You played Friday and then you played Sunday. And I was always a proponent of that Friday, Monday, Friday, Tuesday, because you need time to recover. You need some time off. You need to get yourself ready for the next game. So it's nice to know that you got a 2-day break here if we have to play again, and they better come ready to go on Monday night.
Yep, 53-46. Archbishop Ryan wins over a very young Archbishop Carroll team. Billy Everett told me something. He gave me a line. He said, there are no juniors or seniors in this program, which means no senior night for the next 2 years. And my coach, our head coach, soccer coach, Ryan Haney, he would love that. No senior night for 2 years. So
that's pretty advanced thinking.
I'm like, Billy, that's fantastic. But a nice showing. And actually, let me ask you this. What could you take from tonight? There's a couple things you could take from tonight, positives, into a game like Wood, what you're going to see with Bethea and Reed and Crew.
Well, again, the fact that you came out playing a little better in the second half than you did the first half, that you're going to have to be able to bring your best every night, because again, a team like Wood, which is obviously a little bit more favored in terms of being one of the top teams in the Catholic League you're playing, and you just got done with a war with kids that are freshmen and sophomores and just looking to get experience. So you have to take from the fact that you didn't play your best tonight, but again, you played well enough to get the win, but you have to play better Monday night.
Gotcha. Well, it's, again, 53-46. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Need to thank our president, Mr. Joe Sanginetti. He's executive producer of our program, along with Mr. Joe McFadden, who was at National Honor Society night, a priority.
Okay.
He was there tonight. He was here for a little bit, but had to go do that. So I'd like to thank those gentlemen for allowing us the opportunity to live stream and broadcast. You're going to be with us
Monday night.
Monday night. We'll be here. We're not going to have this much leg room. It's going to
Yeah, we'll be a little tighter.
And wear a T-shirt because it's going to be hot.
Got
in
you
here.
on that. Well, that could be ugly, but I'll take that under advisement.
Big Ryan victory tonight. Like to wish everybody a happy weekend. We'll see everybody on Monday. And remember, we are AR.
Pleasure working with you, Ted. Thanks.